My name's Nate Pollock. I'm 31, and I had, I think, about 14 teeth. I had treatment on those, and I basically had my gum line built back up. I think one of the main contributing factors to my gum recession was I had a lot of orthodontics when I was younger. And so for a long time I actually had a receding gum line and finally got it fixed like a little over a year ago. So very good results, very happy. I worked with Dr. Stoner and he was great to work with. You know, his follow-up was great, and he was always making sure that I was comfortable. Even though, you know, there are times during the process that you feel a little bit uncomfortable afterwards, you know, he was always making sure that things were going okay. And he did a great job. I feel awesome now. So the way I would describe the entire practice is just extremely professional, and I feel like I'm going to the best. You know, nobody's cutting corners anywhere. They're making sure the job is done completely right. And that's from top to bottom, all the staff and Dr. Stoner. And that's the reason that, you know, I wanted to come in to do this today, is just because I think that they're doing an awesome job here. I mean, I had one friend that needed some gum surgery, and I told her about Dr. Stoner. And everything that I hear about Dr. Stoner has been just so positive, like that, you know, he's the best. And I felt the entire time like I was going to the best. So, you know, even with all the 14 teeth that I had, I couldn't believe when I got back from my surgery that day. I just took a peek at my gums, and it was amazing how good they looked that day. You know, I was anticipating, yeah, they're going to look good after they heal. They look good that day. And, you know, through the process, I had one tooth that the grafting didn't completely take hold. But, you know, Dr. Stoner, when he fixed it, it was feeling better within 24 hours. As a matter of fact, 48 hours later, it felt perfect. I think my words of wisdom are that, number one, you don't know when you're coming in to get this surgery. You're always thinking to yourself, is this worth it to do? Because it can be expensive, because your dental plan doesn't always cover all of it, because, you know, most dental plans are only going to cover like $2,000 or $3,000. And in my case, I had a larger case that was costing more than that. So the thought process was, okay, is this worth it to do? Is it going to feel completely better? And the words of wisdom I would have for those people is going to feel completely better. And it's going to save you money in the long run, because, you know, my last several checkups at the dentist now, no cavities, whereas before I had a cavity every single time I went in for a checkup. No cavities since, and that's saving money, not having to get those filled, and life's a lot more comfortable now. And before I couldn't even have a cool glass of water to drink without pain, and now I can put a cold glass of water in my mouth, and it's like, it's completely comfortable. I can eat ice cream now. It's definitely, my gums feel brand new. Well, before, when you looked at my gums, you could see a lot of, you know, roots on my gums. You know, you could see definitely that a lot more tooth than what you should. As a matter of fact, I could see the amount of roots I could see would probably be about the same distance as the height of the tooth. So, you know, my tooth was basically looked twice as tall as it normally should. And the day after the surgery, I mean, when I looked at my gum line, it looked like it was where it should be. And that was just very impressive to me. And the before, a lot of pain, a lot of using Sensodyne toothpaste to try to reduce some of the sensitivity. And that only works for so long, and you can only do that for so long. And yeah, it does help a little bit, but it doesn't fix it. And when you have the surgery, it fixes it. And the surgery I had was where I had the donor tissue, and there was very little pain. I mean, you have discomfort for a few weeks, but, you know, after that few weeks, things start to get a lot better, and then before you know it, 2 months later, you have brand new gums. My experience with the staff was just that they always made sure that they were scheduling things at a time that was convenient for me. They were always friendly. understanding, if I couldn't make it in that day. What was really convenient was that there's actually 2 locations for Dr. Stoner. He also has a location in New Albany. That was really convenient for me. And just working with Dr. Stoner himself, always understanding, he's not like most doctors that I've had. He really takes a lot of pride in his work, and he wants to make sure that he not only did the surgery for you and did a good job, but that he knocked it out of the park, and he did that, so very happy.